Jessie, how's it going? Look who's come to say hello to you. Hey Kiki, hey Gigi, how you guys doing? We have Sir Troublemaker here. Hey Shirley, how's it going? Jams is being bad. Jams may or may not have waited until 5:30 in the evening to make herself her matcha. Buddy, can you stop making a mess of my desk? This is what you want. So freaking cute. Yes, I like my matchas. And okay, technically it's my second matcha of the day, but the first one was terrible. After swimming, I had to go downtown. I was going to my one bank card. I had to get a new one sent out to me, and I got to activate it. Now I'm pretty sure I can use any old bank machine, but it's a credit union one, so I was going to go to the credit union to use the credit union bank machine. They're doing renovations, so it's all like, I don't even know if it's open to go in. Like that, like there was like fencing and all sorts of stuff, and I'm like, I guess I'm not going there. And I did think about going and trying another bank machine, like just at one of the other banks, but I'm just like, whatever. It's not important. I don't really use that account anyways at the moment, so it can just wait. And then I was like, you know what? Since I'm downtown and I haven't eaten and I haven't had my matcha or anything yet, I'm just going to go and get myself something from the one coffee shop. So I ordered my loaded tater tots. I said salsa. They did not put the salsa on the loaded tots, which it's just not the same without the salsa. Because it's just like tater tots with cheese sauce, sour cream, and usually salsa. The last 2 times that I've ordered it, I haven't got my salsa. I thought it was like a one-off this last time. Or the first time. Anyways, and then I also ordered a matcha, and they messed up on the drink and they had to remake it, and when they remade it, they did not have enough matcha in there. It was like more milk than anything. It was like matcha flavored milk. And I was just like, I should just made my own at home. Yeah. I was slightly annoyed. I mean, hey, Retro. This coffee shop is, oh, I'm missing some messages. This coffee shop is, it's like a slower coffee shop. Like, it has a drive-thru, but you have to order at the window. And usually they're really good. So, and like I said, the first time I got tots without salsa, I thought it was like a one-off. This time, so I definitely need to be like, hey, make sure there's salsa on that. I've decided to name my shawl yes, 100% perfect freaking name for it, Kiki. Gems, I missed that I took my meds last night. You missed that you took your meds last night? Not sure when I can stream again. Starlink is not working. Oh no! Oh, how was the storm last night? Did it get bad or? I'm really happy tonight because I can use my cell phone to call out again. I paid my overdue phone bill this morning while I was at work. I reactivated my phone this afternoon when I got home from work. Nice! Oh, that's awesome, Jesse. Oh, you took your meds last night. Yeah, I think I remember. I was confused about the other comment. But I think I do remember you saying something about you were taking your meds or something like that. So, are you camping now, Cass? Because you guys were supposed to leave this morning? London got the worst. It stayed. Oh, that's good. That's good, Gigi. We need a Jams logo or something so I can add you to my streamer wall. I should, because my little fairy in the corner is technically my Jams logo. But I could do the Jams fam logo, but my official logo is the fairy in the corner. Every time I listen to this, all I can think is, do you breathe? I can't granny square that it will take me all year. But I missed something. What did I miss? You can't granny square that it will take me all year. Oh! You want to granny square my logo? Is that what you're trying to say? What did I miss? What? I am so lost. I blame the fact that I haven't had a proper matcha today. Congratulations on your 75 115 stream streak. I'm trying to think of something I can add to my wall of jams. I don't know. I am so out of it, guys. Swimming was great today, though. Swimming was great. We had a good swimming day. I think it's the reason why I'm so out of it is because I did have a couple naps today, so that helped. But I didn't get to sleep until sometime around 1 last night. And then my body decided I was waking up at like 4:30 in the morning, and I managed to make myself sleep until about 20 to 5. And then I finally got up and had a shower in the dark. I just went to my bathroom and it was dark, and I don't have a bathroom door. I just have a shower curtain that hangs over the doorway. So there was a little bit of light coming into the bathroom, so you could kind of see. And I just had a shower in the dark and just let the hot water run on me. And then I had a nap for an hour in the recliner before I had to go swimming. I didn't want to turn the light on. I didn't want to wake up. I was trying to stay so that I could actually sleep again. I was trying to get myself to go to sleep because I'd only been like sleeping for like, what, 3.5 hours, and I had to go swimming. So I was like, I need sleep. She's out in the living room still. But yeah, if I turn a light on, I'm going to wake up. And I was trying to get myself to go back to sleep. So hence the reason why I was showering in the dark. And then of course it's so light in this living room. I had it's a bathing suit wrap that's a little bit too small for me, but it's pretty, so I keep it in hopes that I'll lose enough weight to actually get into it. But I put that over top of my eyes to keep it dark so I could sleep. I was just like, I need more sleep. But yeah, I have no idea why. My body was like, I don't want to sleep anymore. And I'm like, I need you to sleep more. I was productive today. I got all my scrap yarn caked up and organized. Nice. I wish I was more productive. I went swimming. I started off really good. And then everything just sort of like went downhill after I couldn't activate my bank card for my one bank. And then I was just like, got something to eat, sat in my car in the sunshine. That made me sleepy. Came home and played my video game until it was stream time, basically. And I was like, shit, I gotta stop playing my game. Currently I am playing Windrose. But usually I play Enshrouded. Eat my papas. Eat my papas, yeah. Oh, is it the soft blankie? Gotta make biscuits because it's the soft blankie. He's like, I don't want to make biscuits. I don't want to make biscuits. And this blanket makes me make biscuits. Buddy, I have to do something. just there you go. There you go. Oh, buddy. What am I gonna do with you? Yeah, you can have the desk. Just don't interrupt my crochet and we'll be good. As he tangles his tail in the crochet. Buddy, you've had attention from me all afternoon. Well, okay, all morning and a good chunk of the afternoon. So today I went to the cinema to watch Michael again. Then when I came home, I had food and then didn't feel too good, so went for a nap, which became about 5 hours sleep. Hey, sometimes you just need a 5-hour nap. I think I had about 3 hours in naps today. They were not all at once, but yeah. So I was almost done this row last night, and I did not like the way the points were going on these pieces. So I ripped it out and um just sort of altered my stitching a little bit so that the points were more even. And yeah, I'm liking it. So they're not technically in the proper chains, but they make the point instead of like a point and then this weird lump off to the side. Haven't been well today. I am still not great, but no chance of sleeping now, right? Not after a 5-hour nap. 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we didn't get as far on this yesterday as I had hoped, but that was due to my needing to frog. Otherwise, we probably would have had this row done and possibly part of another one. Lip balm! Itch the nose because for some reason it's itchy again. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my nose. Hydrate. Ooh, there was a good pop between my shoulder blades. Relax that. Thank you, Gigi. On the plus side, it hasn't rained today, which means that if the weather is decent tomorrow, I might actually be able to mow. Oh, buddy. What am I gonna do with you? Oh, I love you. I love you, Bubba. Vinny is back. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good boy. Into the closet he goes. Agreed. Hey, Silver, how's it going? Just like off in my own little world.
Yes, we got this row done.
Everything's gonna be alright. Rockabye, rockabye. It's gonna be alright. Rockabye, rockabye. Alrighty, this is a pretty straightforward row.
Yes, we like straightforward rows. Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Pick a song, Silver. It's gonna be alright. Rockabye. Everything's gonna be alright. Rockabye. be alright. Rockabye. Everything's gonna be alright. Rockabye. Rockabye. Everything's gonna be alright. Rockabye. Rockabye. Also, I missed that comment. I have not heard that song, so we will soon hear it. Clearly my brain is in crochet mode. Is there a song you don't like, Jazz? Pick the worst one you've ever heard. Oh God. I don't know. I am terrible with knowing songs, so until I like hear the song, like hear it come on. Oh. There are some songs on here that are songs that are never allowed to be on the list. And those are Baby Shark and The Song That Never Ends. So I guess those are my most hated songs. You don't like Jimmy Buffett. Or Louis Armstrong. I will say that there are some Pink Floyd songs out there that I'm not a fan of. I will say that. The problem that I have with Pink Floyd is a lot of the songs, for me, sound the same, and it's just, they never fucking end. But there's a few that I like, so it's just, yeah. I like Pink Floyd, but in small doses. Not gonna lie, we did have some Pink Floyd songs on this playlist that I ended up taking off the playlist because they just were too much. Do I remember which ones they were? No. Homeless. I like it. This is definitely in my books of music I enjoy listening to. It's just my style. I have a lot of styles in music. I'm not gonna lie. Can't go wrong with the mamas and papas. Remember how I said at least it hadn't rained yet today? It's not raining hard, but it's raining out there. Hey Tibbo, how's it going? I don't mind rain, but when I need to mow my freaking lawn and it's been raining for a week straight and my lawn's starting to look like a jungle, I don't want it to rain. I need the lawn to dry out so I can mow it. Oh, that should most likely come unless we're going to have a rainy year this year. We usually have a drought at some point in time. I came back way too soon. Oops. It's getting kind of heavy out there. Can't tell if she's going in her house or if she's... I gotta go put her inside. I'll be right back. It's hailing. Well, trying to hail. Sorry, I was speed walking to get to Siki. Siki's like sitting on the steps outside the camper door, and she's like, and then I was, oh yeah, that's what I was doing before. I have to frog again, guys. I was wondering why it seemed a little tight in this area, and I was like, oh, I'm sure it's probably just my imagination, and we'll get it out with blocking. No, I'm missing a set of chains. Yep. Ribbit. So how many times can I rip this row out? Not this one that I'm actively on, the one below. I've already ripped it out once before. This is what happens when you don't look at the pattern repeatedly. And you're like, oh yeah, I got this. It's all good. No, I did not have it. I don't think I've heard of them. If I have, I'm terrible with names of bands and singers. Also, hey, how's it going? I think I missed something. Gigi, hold on. A giant moose of a dog. Goliath unplugged the power bar cord from the wall. Now my Starlink won't work. Oh no. Oh gosh. So you think like a power surge issue happened? Starlink is a type of internet. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's look closer at the instructions. I'm mad at myself that I did not look closer at the instructions. I just figured it was all the same as the first couple sections, and it wasn't. Don't think so, but I am also not in the mood to fix it, and the annoying 28-year-old son can get off his ass and figure it out. Right? 100% Gigi, 100%. Two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not yet. It's like, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right. I gotta get through this section first. Getting ahead of myself. I almost went swimming in the Lanes pool today. It was like pretty quiet in there today, and by the time me and my aunt got about halfway through our usual laps at the end, the deeper end of the shallow pool, there was like nobody in the lanes pool, and I was like so tempted to give it a try, and I was like, no, not yet. Mainly because I don't swim like I used to swim, and I feel like if I was swimming in the lanes pool, I would want to like have like the goggles and actually have my face in the water and like do some like good proper lanes, not swimming with my head above the water. I mean, it's not, they're not bad now, but I still, it's not the same without Chester. But I think I might just go to bed or watch a couple of YouTube videos and go to sleep. All right, Gigi, you have a good night. Take care. Hopefully your Starlink gets back up and running soon. Turns out I actually messed up 2 rows, but I'm not ripping the other one out. It's easy enough to fudge. That's much better. Pulling way less. My nose is itching again. What the heck is up my nose? Oh my gosh. It's like right where if I had a septum piercing, that's where it's itchy. And it's just driving me nuts. Did those come through delayed? I just got some messages that just showed up, but it's saying that they came through at 9:26 p.m. But they just came through. What the heck? Change my redeem to wait for then by... Did you redeem a song that I missed? You did. Well, I missed it, so yeah, you can change it. Since I missed it, and I haven't got it queued. Sorry about missing the earlier one, but hey, now you can change it to what you want. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. 'Cause soak up the sun. Well, the hailstorm is gone. The sun is back out. But I'm not going to go let my cat back out. Because knowing my luck, I'd let the cat out and it'd start raining again. 3, 4, 5. Or hailing. Sun. Delayed sounds. Gotta love when that happens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it was definitely delayed. Gotta love when that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking up. Gotta tell everyone to lighten up. I've got nothing. What? The 90s had some of the best music. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of the 70s music, a little bit of the 80s music, but I love the 90s, honestly. I did grow up in the 90s, but technically, I grew up in the 90s. My hubby was an 80s music person. And the 80s does have some good tunage, not gonna lie, but I definitely prefer 90s. Oh, I can 100% tell you that there's going to be a rainbow out there. The sun is shining and it's raining, and this valley gets some beautiful rainbows, but I'm not going to go out and find one. But there'll be one, possibly a double one. It'll be out that way. I'm gonna go try and sleep. Hopefully I can shift this headache I have. Sounds good, Retro. You take care, get some rest, and hopefully your headache goes away. Headaches suck. I can't function with a headache, so I feel ya. Oh, Pickles! There's someone that's been waiting for you. You could come up? Yeah. I just gotta get this song in before you decide to leave. No, don't leave just yet. Don't leave just yet. We're almost there. We gotta show Jessie that you're here. She's like, no, I want to go to my closet. And she went up to her top closet, I believe. Yeah, she's up there. Enjoy your lurk. I have a catch somewhere on my thumb, a bit of dry skin, and it keeps catching the tiniest little threads on my yarn. That's annoying. Life is still alone. Get real high and what's going on? Oh, I'm using 3.5, 3.5. Remind myself to listen to more. Right. What's going on? You take care. Welcome back, Kaz. Not sure if you were here when I had to rip out the row that I just did. Again. I did something I normally wouldn't do. I drew so smart. It's in finished. Oh, I will check it out in a second here, Kaz. That sounds awesome. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Ooh, Kaz! That's pretty. That is super pretty. Do, 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 The title for my stream tonight should have been, how many times can I do the same row over and over again? Let my matcha sit too long. All gone. That was good. Figured I better drink it before it starts to go warm. All the ice was melted. My grand's favorite April Fool's trick was to put salt in the sugar dish on April Fool's. She tried to get me so many times throughout the morning on April Fool's one year, and I kept catching her and be like, nah, you're lying. And then she got me with the salt in the sugar dish. That was back when I used to drink sugar in my coffee. What a beautiful man. But did you know that if you have a bitter coffee, if you put a little bit of salt in it, it takes the bitterness away? Not a lot of salt, just a little bit. I'd heard about it years ago, like back when I was a teenager. I saw someone putting salt in their coffee in a restaurant, and I think I was with my cousin, and I'm like, ew, are they putting salt in their coffee? And my cousin's like, it takes the bitterness away. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I just sort of like shoved it to the back of my brain. Never thought anything of it. Like every now and then, off and on in the year, over the years, I would, it would kind of like come up in my brain, but I never tried it, never did anything. And then when me and my brother were, we took my mom to have her line replaced the last time, and while she was getting her thing done, we went for breakfast, and we stopped at this place. It was good food, overpriced, but the coffee was terrible. Like, it was just like horrible bitter coffee, and I was like, oh. So I was just like, for shits and giggles, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. So I put a little bit of salt in my coffee, and I was like, holy shit, that took the bitterness right away. And my brother's like, nah, and I'm like, seriously, give it a try. So he gave it a try. He's like, well, shit. So, yep. Now I know that it actually works because I finally had to try the method. And it's still raining out there. Never we die. Okay, so now that we've done this row three times now, if you think about it, because we almost had the row completed and I didn't like one thing, so then I went back and was redoing it, messing up the whole time, Had to rip that one out, and now we're, yeah. Ooh, I dropped a bunch of frames. Holy crap, I had no idea I dropped that many frames. I just realized my camera was like really low. And then my music decides to stop. 3, Jams 3. Now it's going where how it's supposed to go. Now we're cooking with cooking oil. Itchy nose. Oh, I've been lagging this whole time, haven't I? Gotta love that. Sorry guys, my mouse was in the wrong spot and it was making my computer lag. Not my computer, my OBS. I wonder. Because I have 3 balls of this yarn and it's only going to take like 1 ball and a bit to do the whole shawl. I wonder if I can make 2 shawls out of the 3 balls of yarn. And then the second one can start with these colors because I think it would look really pretty started with these colors. We'll have to see how much yarn I have left. Kiki is now making a shawl for DDS Boss. Oh, Dad's Boss. Nice. That is awesome. Are you going to do like the same shawl that you just made in different colors, or are you doing a different style shawl? Welcome back, Crimson. I don't know if you heard me. I'm thinking that depending on how much yarn I have left, I might make a second one of these shawls, but starting with the orange and reds and then going into the other colors instead of starting with the purple. I really can't wait till this is like done and I can block it. Right? Like I love this shawl, but I do kind of want to make another one with the orange and browns in the center, but I'm not ripping this one out to do that. So 2, 3, 4, 5. I could always do it with the second shawl. Microwave oven. Color TVs. My color I'm using for the second one is a mandala genie, and it's a big cake. Nice. Plus, if I do a second one, the second one will probably be better because now I know what I'm doing and where I made my mistakes. Maybe. I hear Vinny. Yeah, I hear Vinny. You wanna come up? Yeah. Here. Mom's getting warm. Let's take the blanket off. And he's like, yes, the blanket's gone. I can lay on Mom's shoulder again. He just needs his fur to skin time, you know? Instead of skin to skin. I'm such a dork. I love you, buddy.
Cheese. Cheese is good. Everybody say cheese. Yay.
Excuse me. Sorry. paper that there was a spotting incident in my town, and fortunately nobody got hurt because, unlike there was a lot of sirens here today. There must have been like a bad accident on the highway. It's that time of year again. There was last night when I was streaming. There was an accident just on the corner of the road here. Same place every year. Somebody goes in there. Giving up on love, 'cause love's giving up on me. It's giving up on me. You okay, buddy? Yeah. Ever notice how Miranda Lambert names songs after the most random things? Does she? I've never noticed that. Well, kerosene is because she used kerosene to burn down the house. Crisco one, I'd have to listen to the lyrics again on that one. Thank you for the follow. Are you gonna be laying on my arm and hurting my arm, buddy? Yes. It has to be upside down on Mama's arm. My God, this boy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I talk about you. Mm-hmm. You my snuggle bug. You're hurting the arm though, because you're heavy as hell. Yeah, yeah. You're a heavy boy. You need to be back on Mom's shoulder. There you go, buddy. That's better. Yeah.
It's just a baby.
That's what he's saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Ring of fire. I fell into the burning ring of fire. The flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Down, 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 the flames went higher. It burns, burns, burns. Ring of fire, the ring of fire. Fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, down, down. The flame went high. Burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. Ballet! Welcome on in. It does burn, right? I was like, perfect song to come in on. young and free. That's the true north, baby wants me. Genuine Canadian man. Well, it's hush hush, mush mush. Pickles is in the closet. You missed her. She did come on stream very briefly, but then she ran away to her closet. Been on. Genuine Canadian man. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, 1 second. Let me join this one section here. I didn't get as much progress done as I would have liked, but we had to rip out a row 3 times, I think now. But we're on track. And I was talking with Kiki. I don't think there was a lot of people listening at the moment, but I might just have enough yarn to make a second one, and because I got 3 balls and it's only going to take like 1 and part of a ball to do, according to the yardage on the pattern. So I think I'm going to do a second one, but I'll start with the browns and reds. Like I'm going to start with like the yellow here and work out my way out, and I think it'll look even better. And the bonus about that is it will be I will have figured out all my mistakes and oopses, hopefully. You know, this actually would make a pretty cute top. Not gonna lie. Maybe one day I'll make a top. Hi, buddy. Are you trying to destroy my brand new chair cushion? My brand new chair cushion, and you're already clawing the shit out of it? Huh? Mr. Scratchy Pants? Yeah, I'm excited to see it done too. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it says, what was it, 800 meters? I think the pattern said. I still have this much left. And I know we'll definitely get into another ball, but I don't think we're going to end up using as much as the pattern calls for. Because these balls are 513 meters. The pattern calls for 800 meters. And I don't know if I'm going to end up using all that, because we're getting down to where we're doing a lot of chaining. So... But either way, I think I'll have enough to do 2 shawls with this. If not, I will do what I can, and then I will get a black yarn that is similar in weight, because even though this says it's a number 4, it feels more like it's closer to a 3. And I'll just do the ends in black. That would look really cool. Maybe I'll even do like a border in black, like an entire border around the whole shawl, and make it my own. I think after today, we're gonna take a break from the shawl though, and do something else. I don't know. I might work on the shawl on my day off. Probably not. Tend to not end up doing that, but we'll see. If I have another day of I don't really feel like doing anything tomorrow, then I am going to make myself at least work on one of my projects. Day has been good, just trying to inform all the humans in my real life that if you can't be there for me, then I'm not going to be there for you, and standing on that. Right? I am probably going to sit and spin on Friday, yes. I only have time for people that can put in time for me. So my dad, me, the cat, and the dog, and my Twitch friends. Otherwise, everyone's got to go. I feel that. I have my friends that, you know, we are all busy in our lives, so we don't see each other that often. But whenever we have a chance to hang out, we always like try to find the time to hang out. The top's all like crooked. Just like, if you can't call me on my birthday, expect the same energy, which is fine. Then I get to keep all my good energy and put it into people I care about. I like that emote. I don't always call people on their birthday, but I always at least send them a Facebook message, especially if they're a close friend. or a text message. So I'm not much of a caller. I don't really call people. Even my brother gets a text message from me on his birthday. But he always gets a text message. Pele is very much the giggle troublemaker mod. I'm the person that's always checking on everyone, even when my cup is empty and when I'm going through a hard time or need help or to talk. There's no one. Yes, I feel that. I feel that I have definitely been there. I spent a lot of energy on friends and family and trying to make everybody happy for many years, and then one day I just didn't anymore. And like I had a few close friends that basically said, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. And if they can't appreciate you for who you are, then they're not worth it. And I had so many people tell me, oh, you've changed so much since you hung out with this person, or you've changed so much since you hung out with that person. And I'm like, no, I just actually found people that told me it's okay to not cater to everyone else's needs and to actually look up to myself for once. And I'm not gonna change that. A lot of my anxiety that I have is growing up basically having respect your elders shoved down my throat, and then have those said elders treat me like garbage because I didn't fall over my feet trying to offer my, like, oh, can I do this for you? Oh, can I do that for you? I wasn't like that. I was shy. I was uncomfortable. If you asked me to do something nicely, I would do it. No problem. That was the kind of kid I was. I wasn't one to just like take initiative and do something. To this day, I'm not. But like drilled into me, respect your elders, respect your elders, respect your elders. I had such horrible anxiety as a child trying to respect my elders that used to treat me like garbage. And one day I just had enough. And it was so liberating. I remember the first time I yelled right back in my grand's face. It was the most terrifying feeling in the world, but it was the best feeling in the world. Turned out we ended up becoming really good friends after that. She respected me after that. But yeah, I got to the point. It's like, I don't care how old you are. Young, old, senior citizen, I don't care. Unless you have dementia, do not treat me like garbage. I will not stand for it. I will put up with so much for so long, and then I will literally tell you to go F yourself, and I don't care how old you are. My mom used to be horrified when I do it, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do it. I've hit my 30s now, and I'm just really in my era of not giving a... Yep. 100%. No, when you actually start living for yourself instead of like constantly throwing yourself under the bus for other people, it's just like, I couldn't believe how much stress it took off of me when I stopped trying to please everybody around me. I mean, I still have people-pleasing tendencies. I don't like to say things. I don't like to get into conflicts, so I will tend to walk away or fade away if I am around people that are very pushy and things have to be done this way. I will sort of just melt away and might not even come back. The older you get, the less fucks you have to give. Exactly. But no matter what, one of my big mottos in life is like, live for yourself, but don't stop caring about others. So I still care about people. I just don't put as much of myself into it. I have myself, and I have what I can give of myself. And if it goes beyond what I can give, I'm not. Yeah. Oh, you're on a mod name. Exactly. Okay. Just did that row, so now we're on this row. We're on this row. We're on to the row 44. Finally, after I had to do row 42 3 times. Also, how you doing, Jukin? I feel that I've been a bit tired, but that could be because I didn't really sleep much last night. It wasn't that I didn't sleep well. I went to bed and I was probably asleep somewhere around 1. Typical me. Nighttime playing video games and then having to like either listen to an audiobook or doom scroll. Doom scroll's bad. But at like 4:30 in the morning, my body was just like, it's time to get up. And I was like, no, go back to sleep. And then I got like a music worm. And I just kept like repeating it in my head over and over and over again. You know how they go. Just one little section on the song. And then my bladder was like yelling at me. I'm like, fine, I'll get up. But I'm not staying awake. So I got up, I came over here, and I had a hot shower in the dark bathroom because I refused to turn a light on because I knew if I turned a light on, I was going to wake up. And then I came back out to the living room, sat in my recliner, covered my eyes up, and made myself sleep for another hour. I dozed. I didn't necessarily sleep, but at least I got a little bit more sleep in. Oops.
I put it in the wrong spot. We're supposed to go in the center spot, not the side spot. Oops.
Few days I haven't slept the best. I tried to take a nap earlier, but that didn't work out really. Feel that I dozed off and on today. I don't think I like fully napped, but I had a few partial dozing naps. That's most likely it, Pele. I've warned you, wear a helmet. If you're going to go on the spinning wheel or on my spindle, put your helmet on. I mean, I didn't spend all that money on the special Pele helmet for you not to wear it when you ride the freaking spinning wheel. It's bad enough you won't wear the bubble wrap suit I gave you. Do you know how much time I spent on that bubble wrap suit? So, if you're not going to wear the bubble wrap suit, wear the helmet. I think it'd be really fun to have a bubble wrap suit. Oh, that's what happened to it. Not gonna lie, I had a very hard time not popping the bubbles when I was making you the bubble wrap suit. I just being jams. Jams be jamsin'. It's not retro that tests the gravity, it's redneck. Well, actually, retro's tested gravity a few times too. You know what? I just need to give Pele, redneck, and retro bubble wrap suits and helmets. Definitely need the helmets. it was all yellow. And it was all yellow. Right? It is definitely a Crimson song. But you know what? It's a really good Crimson song, so. Enjoy your corner. Well, as best you can. And it was all yellow. Oh. 228 minutes. 2 hours and 28 minutes. It is time.
It is time to change the earbuds. Shitty-ba-doo.
Sounds like we would need to get you another set of earpods. Yeah. I have another set. The only thing I don't like about that one, and it's funny because they're all from the same place, but they're all a little bit different. So, my rose gold ones that are exactly the same as these ones actually click when you hit the volume buttons. These two, the blue one and the pink one, don't. So it adjusts the volume, but you don't hear sound. And then I have another one like this, only it's a pale blue case. They don't tell you when the batteries die. They just die. They're just like, power off. You gave me no warning. those ones I class as my travel ones. And then I have the rose gold ones that are like these. Those are like my everyday, like, that I keep on me when I'm like listening to audiobooks or whatever. And they're just cheapy ones. That's why I have so many of them. Before anyone is like, what? You have that many? They're just cheapy, like $25 earbuds. Speaking of books, haven't asked you for months. What's your newest book that I'm reading? I don't know. Been reading a lot. Okay, I haven't been reading. I've been listening a lot. Mostly smut, because that's usually what I listen to is smut. And I haven't really been writing too much. But again, we all know that if I'm writing, it's most likely smut. Boom, 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 boom. And the dam. Join the raccoon. Welcome back, Kiki. You'll have to, when you've made some progress on your other shawl that you're working on now, you'll have to post some pictures, or even when it's finished, because I want to see the colors mostly. Oh, excuse me. Carry on. So you leaving tomorrow then, Kaz? Hi, buddy. Hi, Bubba. You gonna come up? Well, hopefully you don't sleep in. It's for fall fair. Tour de Fleece is spinning. Oh, is that it? Ooh, that is going to be pretty. Ooh, I like that. That is gonna be awesome. But yeah, it's gonna go into the fall fair, um, along with the um, shrug sweater that I'm making. As well as the green and blue shawl that I made. I think there's blue in it. But yeah, that shawl that I knitted not too long ago, that's gonna be going into the fall fair. Ugh. But I'm scared, and I really hope she likes it. I think I got good color. I think, yeah. But I'm scared. And what I haven't heard this jams. Haven't. Oh no, did I lag again? Um, did I miss something? Oh, fall fair. So I'm submitting them into the fall fair this year, this September. You didn't know? Yeah. I submit stuff every year. Well, okay, the last 2 years. Yeah, the last 2 years I've submitted stuff into the fall fair. Surely you've heard me talk about it. Last year, I got first place on my butterfly blanket and the butterfly shawl. And I got second place on this journal cover. And I got second place on everything else I submitted. The first year I got first place on everything. And then you get a little bit of money. You don't get a lot, but you get a ribbon and you get a little bit of money. And last year I made $22. The year before that I made $15. Yeah, I love it. Both me and my aunt submit a bunch of stuff. She submits a lot. Like last year, she went all out. The first year, we just submitted a few crafting things, and then my aunt submitted a couple baking things. You're going to tangle yourself in my yarn. And then last year, she went all out. So she did tatting, crochet, baking. Like she did I think 2 or 3 types of bread, biscuits, a bunch of her produce because she gardens and stuff. Has it really been a year already? Time sure flies when you find your yes. Yeah, this September is going to be the 3rd year that I do fall fair, and I did not start doing the fall fair until after I started streaming. That's crazy. Like I started streaming in April of 2024. Yes. And then so we did the fall fair in September. And then then we did last year's fall fair. Yeah, actually, I think my 2 year anniversary was end of April, beginning of May. I wasn't really paying attention to it. Right? I'm glad you're here too. I'm glad that I have found all you guys, and you guys have found me. Because honestly, other than my aunt, I never really had another crafty person to talk about my crafts with. My mom kind of crafted, but not really. Um, she never really stuck with the project, especially when she got older. Like she used to do a lot of dishcloths and things like that. But yeah, when her hands started buggering up, she didn't do much crocheting after that. I will I'll try to get some more pictures. Like I don't think I let me look. I don't think I posted any of my fall fair pictures last year on Insta. Let me look, cuz I might have. I know I posted the first year's. Yeah, no, I never posted last year's, but the first year's um first year's stuff is there. I really liked the first year. They actually wrote on, like, cuz like you submit, or you pay blah blah blah, you enter into divisions. That's the word I'm looking for. um Hey, how's it going? You are not late. I still have an hour. Um, but yeah, so like you enter into these divisions, um, and you get this little card when like you go in, you submit your stuff at our local information center here in town, and then the day that you arrive to drop off your stuff at the fair, um, which is like the day before the fair actually starts, is the day when everybody's like dropping everything off. Um, they give you all the little cards that get put with whatever you made. And the first year, it was a lot smaller than last year, but the judges actually kind of like wrote a little comment on the card, like nice color work, you know, almost even twist, you know, like a lot of just like a little thing, and I love that. But last year they didn't do that, and last year they didn't have the sections like they did the year before because there was just so much. They didn't have room to put it all. But this was the first year, and where is it? That red one there, the that is my dyed roving, and then that one right there was also mine. And so yeah, I got first on all of them. The the other thing that I was really disappointed with last year was I was the only one that submitted any yarn. So I was really sad because the year before there was one other person that submitted stuff, and I was like super excited because I'm like, yes, someone else submitted some things. And then last year I was the only one that did yarn. I only got second place on my yarn last year too, but I struggled last year to find a yarn that I was happy with. I had one and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna go with this, and then I was like, you know what, I don't. Yeah, well, it was only 3 submissions, and the person I was up against definitely was not at my level. I still really like their stuff, but yeah, their yarn was more like art yarn. And that was actually one of the comments, more of an art yarn. Which would have been fine if they had submitted it under art yarn. Here we go. This was one of the yarns that I submitted last year. These are the roll eggs for it that I made up. And then, so that one got submitted last year. That was my spun yarn that I did. Look at these roll eggs. Oh man, you know, sometimes I just like going back over my Insta. Do you remember when I made up all those roll eggs? Like, frick. How did you get second when you were the... Because they don't necessarily go by... They don't necessarily go by like, oh, this person, you're better than this person. They actually go by the quality of the work. Bucket of worms, yep. So they go by the quality of work. So like, you won't necessarily get a first prize. And then these were actually the original... I was going to actually submit this one as my dyed yarn, and for some reason I changed my mind on it. I wasn't happy with it, and I went with something else. I really need to post more. There's like... I'm like looking, I'm like, there's like a huge gap. I posted my hat, my witch hat. I posted a pair of socks. I posted when I got all my expensive floof that I treated myself to. I posted the sweater I made my brother for Christmas. And the sweater that I made my sister-in-law. And then I got these 3 spins. That's Retro's yarn. I did this one February. So I guess not too bad. February. And then I posted 2 posts, or 1 post in April and 1 5 days ago. I really need... I do have it on my main page, but here, I'll just share the profile. Hold on. There. That's my profile. Med check. Time to take your meds if you take meds. I am just a jams. I also have a YouTube, but it's just me posting my videos from Twitch on there. So there's no my Twitch videos and my clips. So it's nothing fancy or anything. I don't do a lot with it. I also often forget to look and see if anyone's commented on anything. It's more just I just dump it onto YouTube. I mean, as me, because I have. It's a we thing, right? I tend to do the same thing. Oh, look. It's a Crimson song. Though I don't know if you were the one that actually did this or if it was Retro, because Retro basically went through and found a whole crap ton of Rickroll songs. Yay! Me and Retro like this song. They're Rickrolling us. And we're like, no, we just like the song. Like, went and found a whole bunch of versions of the song. Vinny, please don't trash my nice brand new cushion. Like, I just got the nice cushion. I know it's a nice cushion for you to shred, but I just got this cushion. Oh, so you come scratch cushion, get pets, and then walk away? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Silly kitty. Silly kitty. Yes, he is definitely Orange Cat. Not gonna lie, when this song first started, I thought it was like some weird commercial that was coming on, and I'm like, why am I getting like a commercial? And then it. Oh! I'm lagging. Again. I'm lagging. No, stop. We just dropped like 800 frames. Guess who failed miserably to get some sleep before work? Your mom. That is not what you're supposed to do. You are not supposed to fail at sleep. I'm afraid to move because my thing keeps dropping. But it's trying to sort itself out. It's dropping, but it's not as bad as it was. Right? We might have a laggy and last end of our stream if it doesn't sort itself out. Just so you guys know. If it keeps going, I might end early because there's no point in me restarting my stream when I have left. But hi, buddy. All it needs to do is like hold out for another hour and we're good. Just another hour, OBS. Okay. We are on. Right? You tell OBS just one more hour, OBS. Just one more hour. Exactly. Just do your job. 1, 2, 3. I would like to get one more row done on this shawl. I should be farther on this shawl, but turns out I had to rip. You know that row that I had to rip out at the end of the stream yesterday? Guess who had to re-rip it out after I finished it and started on the next one? Because I messed up again. I was missing some chain loops. Not gonna lie, I think this would make a really cute top. Like with this knot, like if I had like, God, my top is crooked on my dress today for some reason. But like if I had like, and I do have a black tank top kicking around. Got myself a black tank top and attached it to said black tank top. Would this not make an adorable top? Or just fashion it so that I could wear it over top of a black tank top. Because then I could I could actually put some straps on. But it might be a future project after this shawl's done. But I am thinking I have enough yarn that I might be able to make a second one. And if I do have enough yarn left over, I will start with the yellow as the first color and go that way because I think it'd look really pretty. And so I could always do a top out of that one or this one. We'll see. We will see how it all goes. Make you one. 3, 4, 5. You know it'd be really pretty is if I got some crochet cotton, some like really pretty colored crochet cotton, and did it in crochet cotton and attached it to a bathing suit top. Like a nice bathing suit top, like either like a plain black or like a plain solid color bathing suit top, and made my own really cute bathing suit. But you would definitely want cotton. And probably like a thinner cotton. I might even like get like the like really lightweight crochet cotton and double it up and do it that way. So not like the dishcloth cotton. That would be too thick. Oh, I love this song. It's cotton that's like worsted weight, and you can crochet it to make dishcloths or washcloths. Do I have any kicking around? I used to have some kicking around, but oh, it's way in the back. Never mind. I used to make knitted dishcloths all the time. And then I crocheted dishcloths. My mom loved to crochet dishcloths. Do, 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 do. hey, it'd be worth it. Retro finally found someone to teach him how to crochet. Um, if I had a different camera angle, I would totally be able to teach at least basic crochet. But Cub teaches crochet, and there's a few other people that teach um, on Twitch. It's just a matter of catching their streams when they're on. And honestly, there are some pretty good beginner videos on YouTube as well. Oh, itchy nose. Itchy nose. Go away. First, it was the other side of my nose. Now it was this side of my nose that was itchy. Now it's this side. But it's all like on my center part where like your septum. It's all where your septum is. I'm fine. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. We're good. We're good. When I get cat fur caught up in my septum piercing, it's, oh, that would be. You know, I've always wanted a septum piercing, but you know, I probably will never get another nose piercing, even though I would love to have my other nostril done as well as my septum. I love the look. I've gotten fake rings and put it on, and I think I look really cute with the 3 rings. But this one took over 6 months to heal. Now, if I had switched it sooner, I probably would have been fine. My nose kept rejecting the gauge that it was pierced with. I tried everything. I could not get it to heal. And finally, I caved and I went to the pin. And within a week, my nose healed. 2023, I had wanted it for years before I finally... Yeah, 5 years for this before I got it. I'm one of those people, I think my nose is... no, I've always wanted my nose. I've always wanted facial piercings. I went with my eyebrow first because I worked in a job where you technically weren't supposed to have... We were housekeepers. Who freaking cares, right? But it was like part of the dress code where you weren't technically supposed to have piercings. But I wanted a piercing, and so I went and I got my eyebrow done. I just remember my boss, my supervisor, looking at me. You know you're not supposed to have that, right? And I'm like, yep. It's like, okay. Because I knew they weren't going to fire me. I could have like looked like a freaking walking pincushion and they wouldn't have fired me. So oh no, I did mess up. um my mom always used to say that. My mom always said, I don't care how many piercings you have on your ears, but you're not getting any facial piercings. She's like, I might allow the nose. I was 21 years old and I went and got my eyebrow done. She was not happy. And I'm like, I am 21 years old. I can do what I want with my face. She did eventually like it. Once I was able to downsize the bar, she's like, well, you know, it's not that bad. And then my second piercing was my nose. And that one was my problem child. I call this piercing my problem child. And then my next one was my labrae. So when I broke up with my one boyfriend, like I'd always wanted a labrae. And when I broke up with my boyfriend, I went and got it because he didn't like facial piercings. So I was like, well, to celebrate, I'm getting my labrae done. Healed super fast. Loved it. And then I met my hubby. And got my tongue done. It was hilarious. We were just sitting there one day. We've been together about a year. I think at that point, I was in my mid-30s when I started getting tattoos. Will never tell parents unless I happen to wear a shirt that it shows, i.e. tank tops. They're all on my back. I got this one. That's my only tattoo. I want more. But I have anxiety issues over going to tattoo places. So, or any place, honestly. So as long as I have someone to like come and hold my hand, I probably, well, it's a good thing I don't have money and I don't have someone to just like drag me into a tattoo parlor because I'd be covered. But yeah, me and my hubby had been dating a year and we were just sitting there watching TV and I just turned to him and I'm like, I think I kind of want to pierce my tongue. And I always said I would never get my tongue pierced. Because I have a little bit of a lisp as it is. And I'm like, oh, it's just going to make my lisp worse. But I was just sitting there and I was just like, I think I want to get my tongue pierced. And he just lights right up and he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, let's go do it now. So we literally drove 2.5 hours to my piercer and got my tongue pierced. And my piercer, because as you can tell, I talk a lot. My piercer said to my hubby, they got talking about how much I talk. And he's like, oh, don't worry. She probably won't really talk much for 3 days. Within an hour, I was back to talking my usual self. I just had to stop and take breaks from time to time. Yes, men. And then I just remember him saying, next time I see your piercer, I'm going to punch him in the face. And I'm like, why? He's like, because he promised me 3 days of silence. And I got maybe an hour. But I'm not going to lie. I think my tongue was my fastest healing piercing I had. I was always so worried because I had friends that got their tongues pierced. And they're like, oh yeah, it took me like 3 weeks before I could eat. Mine was healed within a week. So yeah, it was funny. I laughed. I laughed so hard. And then yeah, I got this done after my hubby passed away. It was kind of my kind of, well, because I wanted it. I would talk about it and he's like, oh, I don't know. And so after he passed away, I was like, I'm going to go get my Medusa. And so I called my mom up because she lived here and I was living 3 hours away from her. I said, let's meet up at my piercer's and I'm going to go get a piercing. She was like, okay. At that point, she got used to me piercing my face. My tongue was so painful. It healed fast, but the actual piercing hurt. I literally only felt half of it. I felt it go through the first half of my tongue. And I was like waiting for like, I was like, oh, he only pierced half. I'm waiting for another like push to go through the other half. And he's like, done. And I'm like, what? I literally only felt it go through the top part of my tongue. I did not feel it on the underside of my tongue at all. And like I had friends who like swore, um they're like, oh, you're gonna want to ice it. And no, icing it hurt. I just drank cold water. I just drank a lot of cold water, rinsed my mouth with a lot of cold water. But I still have piercings that I need to get. I haven't finished my ears. So though now that I wear a lot of earbuds, I don't know, because I wanted to get was it I could be, is it tragus? The little bump on your ear. I wanted to get that done, and like this side has 2 holes. I want to get another hole put in here. And then this one has 3 holes. And I want to get one more here. And then I think I want to get right in here done. Right here. Yeah. But like I stretched my ears because I also like that, and I just went up to this size. But I fell in love with it, and then I saw a girl who had 2 stretches. And of course this one's got like a clear plastic. So I actually did that. So this one here is a 6 gauge, or I don't know what that is in millimeters. And then these guys are 0, or I think 8 millimeters, 0. So, and I love my stretched ears. Everyone's like, I can't believe you stretched your ears. I'm like, well, I'm not going any bigger. I always said, I had one friend, she had her stretched ears, and so I started asking her about it, and I was just saying, I'm like, oh, I want to go about as big as about as big as a cigarette. And she's like, oh, so about a 0 gauge. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, and at that time I had a hard time finding anything to stretch my ears with. And she's like, you know what you can do? Just put multiple earrings in. So that's what I did. I just would stick another earring in the hole, and I waited a couple weeks, and then I put another earring in. I think I had like 6 earrings in one ear. Like I was using my eyebrow rings is what I was using. And then I was at a mall with my hubby, and they had a Spencer's, and they had some gauged earrings, and as it turned out, I had stretched all the way up to a 6 gauge with just using earrings. When I was a teen, I stretched my ears so stupidly. I was upsizing every week and skipping size. Ooh. Oh. Dang. Hey, well, at least I shrunk. Like, one of the reasons why I didn't want to go any bigger than what I did was because I figure if I do want to take them out, they should shrink enough. And I won't have too crazy holes, but I still love them. I absolutely love my stretched ears. I love the silicone. I got the silicone rings or hoops or whatever you want to freaking call them. Tunnels. That's the word I was looking for. Tunnels. And I love them because I don't get any smell with the silicone, and they're like super comfy, and they don't fall. Well, sometimes they fall out, but rarely. I lost more of my other ones than these, but yeah, no smell with these at all. Super easy to take in and out and clean, and I don't get the smell. I got to 16 millimeter and 14 millimeter, and they still shrunk. Right? Yeah. These ones I started stretching my ears It was before I met my hubby, but I was still in the stretching process when I met my hubby. So I would say I started stretching them 2000. I feel like I want to say 2008. 2008, 2009, because I met my hubby right at the beginning of 2010. So yeah, I started stretching in about 2008, 2009. I think it was 2009. And I went up to, like, I started putting an earring in every 2 weeks, but then I kind of stuck with that size for a while, and then I stayed at a 6 gauge for a long time to form. Ooh, you know, I've some people can really pull it off, and I think it's kind of cool. I've seen some pretty cool septum piercings. I literally have so many piercings. I think I have 12. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11. Well, 13 if you separate them all. I love piercings, so yeah. And yeah, I do plan on getting more piercings. I just haven't decided what I want. I know that every time I get my ears done, I'm going to get an infection before it heals. It's inevitable. My ears just get infected when I get pierced. And then they go through the healing process after that, and they're good. I have 3 in my nose, 1 side, 1 septum, tongue, snake bites, belly nips, and then our cartilage ear. I did you guys see Redneck's t-shirt that he found? I did not trip. The floor looks sad, so I thought it needed a hug. I love that. I need more. I love piercings. I love piercings. I'm not opposed to it. But I really want to get at least this one. But I think the septum would be awesome too. But I think that's all I want done for my face now. Like a possible maybe on that. Um, but I really do want to get this one and this one. I need to get the other nose ring because all the people are getting 3 and I'm different. I also love the people that have the ones where they can wear the chain over top. I think that one looks really cool too. The bar that goes right through the nose? Like this one, or like down here? Because if not, I don't know if I've seen that one, and I might need to see that. Mm-hmm. I will say that, like, I always laugh because I get people that are like, ooh, that'd be kind of cool. I always used to have people that are like, what are you going to do when you're like all old and wrinkly with your piercings? And I'm like, I'm going to be a total badass and rock those with my wrinkles. I'm like, I ain't taking these out. I'm going to be an old granny in a care home. I hope I go to a care home. Anyways, I'm going to be an old granny in a care home with a shit ton of piercings. And hopefully at that point, a shit ton of tattoos. So I'm like, what's the point of getting a piercing if you're going to take it out? It drives me nuts when I see people like, oh, I gotta get that because it's the thing. And then like a couple weeks later or a year later, they take it out. Oh yeah, I just grown out of it. I have at least 5 or 6 tats that I want to get. I'm like so all over the place with the conversation tonight. I just need I just need have lunch now. See you next stream. Take care. Have a good one. What was I gonna say now? Good song. Oh yeah, I'm looking at pattern. That's what I need to do. What was I saying though? My brain is going into like I have no idea what I'm talking about mode now. I think I'm getting so lost. I get back on track and then I get lost again, and then I get back on track and then I get lost again. These wounds they will not heal. Good. I haven't even looked to see who's on tonight. Normally I'm like lurking in someone's stream, but I did not lurk in anyone's stream tonight. Actually, I am technically lurking in stream because I like opened up like 6 tabs on my gaming computer before I left to come over here. I just went onto Twitch and I was like, click, 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 click. So I am lurking. I just don't know how many streams are active anymore. Oh, is she? Seriously? Yeah, well, I wouldn't be either. I'd be PO'd. I love it too. She looks so cute. Me too. She's my favorite. Two, three. Okay. Okay. And that one's a tall one. Okay. People, they can leave if they don't like it, and I 100% agree. Oh, did I say congratulations on your 7 stream streak, Pele? I almost called you Melly. Oops. I definitely don't think we're gonna finish this row before the end of the stream. I've been too busy chatting. This is all we've gotten done of this row. And I think I started it at 9. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Usually I can easily get a row done in an hour, and I have been so busy yakking that that has not happened. I was too busy talking about piercings and then daydreaming about the piercings that I want to get. I could blame you, but you know, any excuse to talk about piercings, I'm going to talk about piercings, so. I love when my hands just decide to like go on their own adventure when I'm crocheting. Be like, oh yeah, we've done this. Now we're gonna chain. No, we are not there yet. But I want to chain. I don't care what you want to do, fingers. We are not chaining. Three. Okay, I think I'm just gonna end it here. We got halfway, almost halfway. Almost halfway. I seriously, like, if I don't do it with this one, I'm thinking the next one. I just think it would make a really cute top. Obviously, against my crooked dress, it doesn't really look that good, but I just think like, and then I could like put some like cute little straps, and I could just wear it over top of a black tank top or white. It'd look good on over top of white too. But yeah, it's looking so freaking amazing. So I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Obviously, it's Thursday tomorrow. And when we come back, I'm not going to work on the show. Because I know I feel like I need a break. So if I don't work on it tomorrow off stream, we'll be working on it like maybe Saturday or something. But Friday stream, I think we are going to go back to grab and spin. I've been looking at it and going, oh, it just looks so good. So, I honestly, I'm thinking that if I get a nice even spun grab and spin yarn, I might submit that as my spun yarn. It does say variegated, and I think the colors would just like grab everybody's attention. So, yeah, I'm really thinking if I get a nice, we'll see. We will see. I mean, we have time. Tour de Felice is coming up. I gotta look at the dates, but sometime at the end of June, I believe. So. Well, we had some laggy bits in my stream, but we did manage to make it through without disconnecting. So, you know, I count that as a win. What is with this top today? It's driving me nuts. I just look up and I just got like the most crooked freaking top on, and I'm like, you know, we gotta go spread the love. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for sticking around, hanging out with me, putting up with my streams lag, you know, all that fun jazzy stuff. I'll be gone tomorrow, but I'll be back Friday, and we will probably be doing some spinning fun. So yeah, I hope that you guys all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and I will see you guys Friday. Take care. Bye.